Hey y'all, oh happy day. Welcome back to the Positive Thoughts series. In this series, we have been talking about shifting into a more positive mindset, how to think more positively. I'm your girl Yan, and I'm so happy that you are here. Welcome back. This is episode 13, and this is actually probably going to be one of my favorite episodes. 13 is my lucky number. My birthday is November 13th. So this is awesome. This is amazing. This week, we are going to be doing something a tad bit different than the other episodes. Kind of similar to our last week's episode where we're going to be implementing actionable items. So in this week's episode, we are going to be talking about rising to the challenge. So let's get into it. All right, so why did I choose rise to the challenge? I thought rise to the challenge was just explained exactly as the title is named. You decide you're going to rise to the challenge is something that you commit to, right? So I was like, when it comes to being positive, we decide we're going to be positive. So what is something else that we could do that would help us with being positive? Implementing positive activities, right? It was like a no-brainer. So getting right into it, we are officially in October. And one thing I said for October I wanted to start doing is Sober October. And it's like no better time to do it. Sober October has been around for a while. I'm not sure who came up with it, but thank you to that person because I think it's so genius. It rhymes, it's cool. I have been sober for a little bit over a month now already. So I was like, I'm ready to keep it going. Why not? When I originally decided I wanted to stop drinking, I thought that I had some health issues, but basically we found out that I didn't. And I just got to the point where I was like, what am I drinking for? This is not a positive activity for me anymore. Like, it's fun going out with my friends and having drinks, but what am I celebrating? So once I started to get to that point and I started feeling like it was more of a negative than a positive, that's when I was like, I'm going to stop drinking. So Sober October is a great challenge because you decide I'm not going to be drinking this entire month. I'm going to commit to it and I'm just going to simply just remove it. And when you decide to remove something like that, you can replace it with healthier activities. And so Sober October I love because, again, it teaches you discipline, and you'll find with all of the challenges it'll teach you some type of discipline because you're rising to a challenge. It's a positive thing to be able to do it. So that is the first challenge. Our next challenge is fasting. Last month I actually fasted with my church. I think I may have mentioned it in a previous video, and it was challenging. It was. However, that also was a positive activity because I was also disciplining myself. I was also pushing myself. I was rising to that challenge. We were to fast from 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. And I took it up a notch because normally I already do what's considered a 16-8 fast, where you fast for 16 hours and you only eat in an 8-hour window, which ours was from 4 to 12. I was like, you know what? I'm only going to eat in a 4-hour window. So I was eating from 4 to 8 and I was done. And I didn't eat until 4 the next day. And ever since I did that challenge, I haven't had as much of an appetite as I used to have. But I think it was an amazing thing because it instilled that discipline in me. And it also has me doing healthier habits. And with those healthier habits, I'm not overeating and I'm literally just eating what I should be eating. I'm not overdoing anything. So that's our second challenge that you could possibly implement as well. Another challenge that I did a couple of months ago was I said, okay, I'm going to start walking every day. I said I was going to do a mile a day, or was it 10,000 steps? It was 10,000 steps a day. So I was already at 8,000 steps a day. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to start doing 10,000 steps a day. It was an extra push that I gave myself, and it was an amazing thing. I absolutely love doing it because it was like, also with these challenges, it shows you how you're just capable of doing anything that you put your mind to. And similarly, you know, when we talk about being positive and having a positive outlook, you're capable of doing it. You just actually have to do it. And so with the walk a day, it was, you know, a healthy habit as well, a positive habit. It was something that I was getting up early because that was one of the first things that I was doing in the morning. I'm like, I have to go walk, and I did just that. So that was another challenge that I implemented, and I liked that one because it kept me moving, and it was such a joy being able to see I hit those 10K steps. I said I would, and I did. And our next one is sacrifice something for something better. We kind of talked about this before. What I've been sacrificing are my weekends. I've decided I'm staying in on the weekends so that I can get ahead and start working on the things that I'm passionate about. What are you passionate about? Think about something that you're passionate about, and you decide, I'm going to start sacrificing this day to do it, or I'm going to start sacrificing this amount of time out each day to actually do it. So that's another challenge that I think would be a great challenge to complete. That one is also something that's really great for you to do because you decide to put you first in that moment. And a big part of choosing to be a more positive person is pushing in that positivity into yourself. And again, doing positive things that are going to benefit you in the long run. The next one that I have on the list is make that investment into yourself. What is it that you've been saying, you know, you want to do, or that you have, that you need to buy something but you haven't bought it yet? So what is it? For me, I bought a camera. I bought a MacBook Pro. I bought, what else did I buy? I bought new tripods. I bought all the accessories that comes with the camera. I bought a lens that comes with the camera. You name it. I made that investment into myself. That was a challenge that I had to rise to. And you might think like, well, how is that really a challenge? It is a challenge because sometimes we say, oh, I can't do this, but I can do that. Like, example, I can't buy this right now. Oh, but your friends invited you to the bar, or somebody invited you out, and you can do that. So that's a prime example of something that you can just say, you know what, I'm gonna take this extra money and I'm going to invest it into myself. That is a challenge, and it's something that you might struggle doing, but do it. You know, why not? Stop saying that you can't and start saying that you can, right? We talked about that in last week's episode because it's something that you should absolutely do. Make that investment. Rise to the challenge. What is stopping you right now from buying it? And if you say it's money, start taking out some money from your checks or whatever your source of income is. Start putting that away so that you can start investing into yourself. That was something else that I also did within this past month. Our next challenge is get in your Bible bag. I've been reading my Bible daily. I am 150 days in. I've now started incorporating praying. I'm 42 days in, praying consistently. I've been going to church, and I'm 4 or 5 months in of consistently going to church. Actually, it might be more than that. I started in May, June, July, August, September. Yeah, so 5 months. I'm 5 months in going to the church, and I rose to that challenge. I said I was going to go, and I went. And now I don't make excuses. There was one day that I missed, but literally that is it. I understand the importance of incorporating that into my life. So that was something that I rose to. I don't know if that is going back to church for you, or if it's reading your Bible daily, or just reading a verse a day, or just praying daily. Whatever it is, and whoever you believe in, start being more consistent with that. That's another thing you can do to challenge yourself. And our last challenge is going to be to encourage somebody else. Send some positivity to somebody else. I think that that's a really great challenge, because not only are you deciding that you want to be positive, but you're also pushing that positivity into someone else. And so some of my favorites are, it's a great day to be great, or positive thoughts bring about positive responses, or ain't nothing to it but to do it. What is your positive saying? What are you going to start incorporating that you're going to start passing along to other people? I encourage you and challenge you to also find a positive saying that works for you so that you can start implementing that into your everyday life and start giving that away to someone else and start touching the lives of other people. So these are our challenges. And these are all challenges that you can just implement so that they can start being more positive habits that you can incorporate within your daily life. And with all of these challenges, I actually did all of these, well, with the exception of I had to build up the Bible, but I've done all of these challenges within the past 2 months. And what I can say is with doing these challenges, as I said before, it's kept me more disciplined, it's kept me more motivated, and it's kept me just keep moving forward. You know, I make the investment into the camera, I fasted, I did this, you know, I did that. I did it all because it was like, I want to rise to the challenge. So my question to you is, what challenge will you rise to? I asked you that, and I really want you to answer that. Answer that in the comments and let me know what challenge you're going to rise to. And if you're going to do them all, but don't try to do them all at once. I would encourage you to, you know, space them out. You don't want to get too overwhelmed by trying to do all of these challenges at once. Let me know which one you are going to start incorporating. And comment, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on the Positive Thought series. Bye!